All right, peace and blessings, everybody. Peace to the tribe, peace to the tribe, peace to the tribe. Shout out to the New Life Tools tribe. I'm back with another video. And in this video, of course, we're gonna talk about one of the elements. I promised you guys I was gonna cover all four of the elements. Um, in this video here, we're gonna cover the water element, right? We're gonna get into the water element, the element of water, and we're gonna go, kind of deep into the water element, so I can really help you guys understand what the water element is all about. Okay. So to start the video out, before I start to do and say certain things, I gotta, say a couple of things about what's going on with my channel, emails, messages, whatever. So, first thing I want to say is thank you to all my subscribers for subscribing. I'm glad y'all learning. I'm getting a lot of emails of people telling me they're learning from the channel. They love the channel. And I'm grateful. That's what I'm trying to do here, The second thing is, I want to say, for all the people who's been trying to get consultations from me, thank you for your patience. I know some of y'all been waiting. It might be some people out there that's been waiting months, you know what I'm saying, that emailed me months ago trying to get a consultation, and I never got back to you. It wasn't because I didn't want to get back to you. I just been busy. Right. And then sometimes through not paying attention, I overlook certain emails, So that's why I always tell people to keep emailing me, because sometimes I get busy, right? I'm busy all the time. I'm always busy. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really rest until I go to sleep. Sometimes reading books, I get a chance to relax during that time, spending time with the family, but a lot of times I'm doing things, like I always tell y'all, I'm building a tribe, and I'm doing a lot of things with that, I got other things I'm doing on the side, plus I got a job. I work a job like anybody else, you know what I'm saying? So, and then the family time. So I'm always doing things. I'm always, I kind of like it like that. I like to keep myself busy, you know what I'm saying? So I want to apologize for anybody who's been trying to get a consultation from me and I haven't gotten back to you. Just keep emailing me. That's the best I can tell y'all. BroYosef is not going to get angry and curse y'all out because y'all keep emailing. It ain't going to happen. Just keep emailing me and let me know that, you need a consultation. And I will get back to you eventually. Also, Instagram, Lord, man, I get so many messages. I can't even answer them all. So also anybody on Instagram waiting to get a message from me, I'll get to you eventually. Okay, I'm just a one-man army trying to answer all these emails, and some people send whole paragraphs. You know what I'm saying? Paragraph after paragraph. So once again, short questions. If you need a short answer about anything, hit me up in a message. But for long questions and many questions, you're gonna need to do a consultation so I can answer it that way. All right. And I'm thinking about doing a live stream with y'all real soon. All right, y'all keep that in mind. I'm thinking about doing a live stream. A lot of people have been asking me to do live streams, and I'm thinking about doing that real soon. And I'll be answering any question y'all want. So y'all keep y'all ears and eyes open for that. The next thing I want to say is, for all the people who email me questions, pay very close attention to what you're emailing me, because a lot of questions that people ask I already did a video on, and I gotta be honest, sometimes that's frustrating. One person emailed me, one person messaged me and asked me to talk about negative thought forms. And, I kind of was like, I had to tell the person, like, I did a video on it. Like, you got to watch my video. So before a lot of you guys ask me questions, go through my videos and watch my videos. Incubus, succubus, I got emails about that. And it's like, go watch the video and I'll explain it there. Right? If you want me to go in deeper, that'll be a consultation. Unless it's a one question thing. If it's one question, sometimes two questions, I'll answer them. More than that, you're going to probably have to do a consultation, because I just can't keep emailing people all day, messaging people. All right. The next thing I want to talk about real quick before we start the video is the video I did about does your diet matter on your spiritual growth? That was a funny video, and I'm gonna tell you why that was funny. A lot of vegans and vegetarians emailed me, hit me up in my message area on YouTube. They commented crazy stuff. I mean, disrespectful, called me all kind of names. You know what I'm saying? You gotta understand, you can't hurt BroYosef feelings. You just can't do it. I don't get offended easily. And, you know, I know how some people are. They'll look for any little small thing to try to say, you know, and what people are trying to say about me, you know, it don't bother me because nobody knows me personally. Um, you know, I was laughing the whole time. People call me idiot, retard, and one dude, believe it or not, y'all, one dude said he was gonna one dude said he was gonna rape me, right? I couldn't believe that. I was like, yo, I thought, you know, these Hebrew Israelite brothers, that's some of the worst brothers I come across. That was super disrespectful, right? But yo, these vegans is on a whole nother level, right? And for some reason, some of the stuff I said in there was probably hurting them. These people was hurt, man. And they were just saying all kind of crazy stuff. I thought it was funny, right? I thought it was funny. I got a kick out of it. And I erased a lot of messages, you know. And some people was asking me, Lord, is you going to say something? You know, is you going to do something to these people? I'm like, yo, I don't, between me and my homeboys and people who know me spiritually, I don't even get points for doing something to a vegan. Like, that's not even a challenge. If I'm going to hit somebody, it's got to be something for extremely disrespectful, you know, or doing something to me in a different way, or it gotta be worth it. You know what I mean? If we gonna try something, some people ain't even worth doing nothing to. You know what I mean? I don't get points for that, for hitting up for casting a spell on a vegan. You know, so I just wanted to say that real quick. That was funny, right? Y'all was hurt on that one. They was so hurt, right? So to get into the video, right? We're going to talk about the water element. And I know some of y'all been waiting on this. I've gotten emails of people asking me to talk about the water element. So we'll save the air element for last. We're going to talk about the water element. We're going to talk about the water element. And, you know, I wrote down some notes just so I don't forget anything. So I want you guys to really stick with me on this one because I'm going to go a little bit deep into this one so you guys can get a good understanding. So, you know, in astrology, you know, well, first of all, some people say the water element is the hardest element to understand. It is also the hardest element to control, right? As far as a magician goes. A lot of people say that, and I'm going to help you guys understand why, right? You know, you look into astrology, you have people who are water elements, people who are like Scorpios, Pisces, Cancer, you know, these are water elements, right? And one thing about all those people, they're very emotional, right? All those elements are very emotional, and they must learn to control their emotions. And one of the reasons why they have to learn how to control their emotions is because that's how they can be tricked. That's how they can be fooled. That's their weakness, their emotions. And you know, when you look at these water elements, they also have dark sides, right? Like Scorpio, for example. I'm a Scorpio. Scorpios have like a super dark side because we're one of the few planets that has two planets that rule us. If you're looking at Western astrology, you know, you have Pluto and you have Mars, right? And Pluto is like the triple OG when it comes to darkness, right? That's a whole nother level of darkness beyond Saturn. Saturn is a dark planet, considered a black planet. But Pluto is super dark. You know, a lot of the energy, even though Baron Samedi is considered the Baron of Saturday, a lot of his energy also lines up with Pluto. And Pluto deals with death, it deals with sex, it deals with transformation, right? It deals with transformation. So, you know, Scorpios deal with that very heavily. Scorpios are always going through transformations in their lives. But really, every water element is going through that because they all deal with the dark side. You know, a lot of serial killers were Cancers, right? A lot of serial killers are Cancers. Pisces are very calculating. You know, they make good criminal investigators and stuff like that. So do Cancers. So do Scorpios. So there's a link between all of them, right? There's a link between all of them. And the reason why water is hard to control because of the essence of water. Water has a primordial essence in it. There's a lot of dark energy in water. And what I mean by dark energy is unknown energy, right? Water picks up all the frequencies of the universe. So whenever the planet gets hit with, like, let's say we get hit with these solar flares, a lot of the water that you're drinking, a lot of the rain that you get hit with every day is getting hit by these solar flares, right? And the water absorbs it, right? The water absorbs it. Um, primordial, water goes back to primordial energy, and primordial energy is source energy, right? Primordial energy comes directly from the source. And it goes back to dark energy, right? It goes back to dark energy. So in the Bible, it said, in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was with God, and the Spirit of God moved upon the face of the deep. What kind of deep are they talking about? They're talking about the dark energy, the dark matter that was there, right? And then God said, "Let there be light." Light represents creation, right? The illusion, right? This God, whoever this God was, created an illusion. Some people say it's a demiurge, and so on and so on. Some people say it was an Anunnaki, right? But whatever God it was, whatever God you believe it was, created an illusion. We live in an illusion, okay? We live in an illusion. And I want you guys to really understand that. You live in an illusion, and the world you live in is not what you think it is. That's the hard part to overcome when you're becoming a magician, is to understand that your world can be influenced, it can be changed, it can be programmed, because it's not real, right? It's like a computer simulation. It's super high level technology is what you live in. Now you think it's real because you live in this body and your body interacts with the physical world. But like I always tell you guys, you're a soul having a human experience. So always try to understand that. Primordial essence, primordial energy is chaos, right? It's chaos. That primordial energy mixes with the elements and creates dark matter, right? It creates dark matter. Dark matter is the foundation of the building blocks of the universe. And this goes into the string theory for those who study science. It goes into the string theory and different things like that. The scientists used to say that, talk about the string theory and say that there were strings all over the universe that were like fabrics or fibers that were like literally holding the universe together. And then they understood that it was actually dark energy and dark matter, right? A dark energy being the higher vibration or the highest vibration of what we can't perceive and what we don't understand, but we know it's there, right? And that's what that hydrogen collider is. They're trying to literally take some of this dark energy and dark matter and create weapons and different types of things out of it. Because if you can learn how to absorb dark energy and dark matter, you can become an all-powerful being. In the comic books, they call it the power cosmic. A lot of the superheroes would gain this power called the power cosmic. And they're talking about dark energy and dark matter, right? That's very important to understand. Dark energy, right? And dark matter goes into water, right? And water represents spirit, right? It represents your spirit. It also represents emotions, right? It represents emotion. But in order to control the water element, you need to learn how to tap into the highest emotion there is, which is love, right? Love is the highest emotion there is. And love correlates and connects with the earth element. The water element. So what organ in the body connects with water? That will be your kidneys, right? So if you have a problem with fear, right? Because fear is what actually shuts down the kidney. It actually what blocks the kidney. And the opposite of love is not hate, in case y'all didn't know that. The opposite of love is not hate. The opposite of love is fear. Fear is the lowest vibration that there is. When entities suck up fear, it's like them taking drugs. They get an extreme high off of that. It's like they get an addiction off of that. I was just explaining to somebody on the phone the other night, when you're dealing with deity or when you're dealing with entities and ghosts, notice how they never really try to hurt you. They'll just try to get you scared. And when you get scared, what happens is you literally give off this energy, that fear. They can come around and suck it up like a straw. It's like floating around in the air, that fear, that emotion. And the entities love it. They'll just keep scaring you over and over so they can keep getting high. They can keep sucking up this fear. They love it. That's how they feed. So when you're in spirituality, it's very important that you let go of fear, because fear will block you. Fear will shut you down. It will literally start to shut down your spirituality. How do you get past fear? By facing whatever it is you're afraid of. It's like a bully. A bully will mess with you every day until you finally stand up to that bully. You find out, damn, the bully wasn't as tough as I thought. That's what fear is. Fear is an illusion. It actually don't even exist. That's how low of a level vibration it is. It exists here, the fear. But fear is something that you guys have to move past, because fear is not something that's really real. And as a magician, you must let go of fear, because you're going to see spirits, you're going to see ghosts, you're going to see demons, you're going to see angels, you're going to see gods, and you need to let go of fear so you can go deeper into this water element, right? So if you want to work with the water element, you're going to need to learn how to tap into love. That's right. This is why the water element is so hard to control, because the water element goes into dark matter and dark energy, like I said. And what we're really talking about, we're getting into, is alchemy, right? Most people think of alchemy as turning lead into gold, right? And they'll use that as a metaphysical term, or physically, you have some alchemists that can literally transform lead into gold, right? But a true alchemist could transform anything. And an alchemist on the highest level can touch anything. It can touch this pendant right here and turn it into a ball. It can touch this pendant and transform it into something else. Now, what in the world could allow a human being to put energy? What type of energy is that you can put into something and transmute that energy into something else? That's very simple. That would be using dark energy and dark matter. So what is BroYosef really saying here, right? This chaos that everybody talk about. I did a video about this. And I did a video and I talked about love is so high up, it's hard to understand. Love is not really understood on the level that people don't know. Because like I said, love can make you kill somebody. Love can make you steal something. If you love your children and y'all starving, the fact that you love your children, you're going to go take somebody else's shit so your kids can eat, right? Some people know what I'm talking about. Love can make you do some incredible stuff. There's a story, I don't know how true it is. I don't know these people personally, but, of a mother who actually lifted a car off their child, because the child got ran over by a car and the tire was on the child, and from what I hear, I don't know how true it is, but the pregnant woman lifted up the car and moved the car so the child won't be hurt. What gave her that power? What gave her that energy? It was love, right? Love conquers all. It transmutes all. It overcomes all. So what kind of energy could a person put into a pendant or a bag or a shirt or anything, right? And allow it to transmute? You have to put a certain frequency in it. And that frequency is not easy to tap into, and that's love. So a lot of times I tell people to learn how to deal with their emotions if you want to be a good magician. I'm giving you guys a super big secret right now. And that super big secret is love is the power of alchemists. This is why in Sufism, they talk about love, right? In Sufism, they deal with alchemy. And the Sufis always talk about love, having love and doing things in love. And sometimes they symbol be a heart and dealing with love. Because once you learn how to tap into love at will, and learn how to channel it through your body, you're tapping into dark energy. That's right. Love is dark energy. It is chaos, right? And this chaos and this dark energy is the building block of everything. This is why I gave you guys the example that chaos or dark energy or love will make you plant a seed, and then it'll make you nurture that seed. And then that seed, because you gave it so much energy, so much love, the seed grew up perfectly and it gives you an apple back. It's an exchange of energy, right? So in alchemy, that's what these alchemists are doing. They're transmuting things with love. Yes, that's very true. You can learn how to tap into love, which ain't easy. Don't be thinking y'all just going to learn how to do it tonight. Y'all going to tap into love, and I felt love. And some of you don't know what love is. Most people only experience love when they have their first child, or when they, finally find the one, when they finally find the person they love. Once that happens, they can feel that, something changes in them, something transforms. It's like when I first saw my daughter pop out of the womb, right? I got the whole thing videotaped. And when I first saw her pop out the womb, first of all, I was crying like a baby, right? I was crying like a baby. And the second thing is I fell in love. Like, I know what love feels like. And for all you parents out there, y'all know what love feels like, right? Y'all know what love feels like. Now, the love you have for your child, it may not be no other thing in this world that you love more, right? And it's a fact. You may have a husband, you may have You love them also, right? You have mama and daddy, but your babies, your children, y'all know what I'm talking about. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And that's chaos. That love right there will make you kill somebody over yours, right? You'll go to war about yours. You'll go to war about your babies. You'll kill somebody about your babies and won't even think twice about it. You'll jump in front of a bullet. You'll jump in front of a train. You'll do something chaotic to protect another life. What can make you do that? Love. This chaos force, this dark energy, this dark matter. That's what love is. That's the force that can transmute and change the world. It is the force that can allow you to touch a metal pole, and the metal pole can turn into a basketball court. I know this shit sounds crazy, right? But I'm telling y'all the truth. Alchemists on the highest level. This is why in the Bible, when they talked about, Moses went into Egypt, when he went back to Egypt to free the Israelites, he threw a staff down and turned to a snake. That's alchemy, right? And then they said the Egyptians, who also practiced alchemy, threw the shit down too, and it turned into snakes too. This is alchemy. Jesus turns water into wine. He transmuted something. He took something regular and changed it to something else. What gave him the energy to do that? What power was he using? He was using love. He was literally channeling love through him and pushing it into something. You can heal with love. You can kill with love. You can change with love. That's what love is. That's what the water element is. The water element is the highest level of emotion, and that emotion is filtered through your kidney. I told y'all, you want to learn how to control the element on the outside, learn how to control the element on the inside. So, if you want to learn how to tap into the water element, right? You want to do some incredible things with water, whether it's scrying, which is something that's the most popular thing you can do with water. You can actually get a black bowl or a dark brown, something like a dark bowl, right? And you can literally fill it up with water and you can look into the water. And if you know how to do it right, you can actually see pictures in the water. This is a fact. I know because I've seen it. You can actually start to see pictures in the water and see images in the water. You can scry in the water, right? And the water can reveal things. It becomes a mirror to a degree. It starts to pick up this dark energy and dark matter, and the water is being transmuted into something that you can use. Water by itself is alchemy, because water, all you have to do is change its environment and it adapts to it, right? If it's cold, it becomes ice. If it's hot, it becomes steam. If it's regular, it's just liquid. And water can do that. Bruce Lee even told everybody, be water, my friend. Water can crash, it can push, or it can flow. Be water. You put water in a cup, it becomes a cup. You put water in a bathtub, it becomes a bathtub. You put the herbs, a spiritual bath, the herbs in the bathtub with the water, it becomes that. And you're sitting in the spell, This is why spiritual baths are so effective and so powerful. The water becomes whatever you put into it. So if you're cursing at the water, which has been proven by scientists, if you say bad things to the water takes on that energy. If you say good things to the water transforms and it takes on that energy. Water is liquid. It is like, it can be programmed, just like dark matter and dark energy or melanin, right? These things can be programmed. This is what the water element is. So I didn't want to just focus on water this and water that. I wanted to get to the root essence of it and let you guys really know what it is. The water element is the hardest element to control, because the actual vibration that you need to do some incredible things with water, you want to make water lift up out of the bowl, you don't need to tap into love. Love is the force. I told you guys, fire is passion, right? Passion can be hard to tap into, but it's possible. Earth element, you want to deal with peace, right? You want to have a peace about yourself when you're dealing with the earth element. You want to be at peace. And that peace, that emotional peace will actually help you tap into the earth element deeper. As far as water goes, you're going to need to tap into love, which is not easy because it's not something you could just think about. And you got to know how love feels. You got to be able to feel the vibration in your body. Then you got to learn how to channel that. You got to be able to channel that energy all the way out of your body. And then when you can put that love into things. And that is so powerful when you can do that, because you can take water. If your baby's sick, You can literally take the energy of love and push it through your body, and put your fingers in the water, and the water will turn to a medicine for your child. See, you can actually program water just by thinking about it, right? And the water will be programmed. But if you want to program water to do something that it will not fail, you're gonna have to put emotion into the water. So you can put hate and fear and the worst thing you could think of into water, and it can probably kill somebody, right? You can tell the water to kill somebody, and the water can turn into something that will actually make somebody sick and hurt them. That's a fact. So I'm giving you guys a big secret here. I could have went another way with the water element, but I wanted to give you guys the secret of what, and the truth about, if you really want to deal with the water element and tap into the water element, what it's really going to consist of. Love. Love is dark energy. Love is dark matter. That's what it is. Love. Primordial energy is also connected to that, right? But I want to focus on dark energy and dark matter and love. So when you're dealing with the water element, that's what you guys are going to need to do. And remember that the opposite of love is fear. Remember that the opposite of love is fear. So when you start to feel love, and you guys need to get the book Fusion of the 5 Elements of Montauk Chia, and he teaches you how to do a technique called smiling down, right? Smiling down. And as you smile down, you need to think of something that you love, right? Until you really learn how to feel the frequency of love, you can literally think of something that you love, and then you tap into that energy a little bit. So that's a shortcut. Think of something that you love, and think about how much you love that person, and think about how it feels to love that person. And push that energy down into your kidney, right? Find out where your kidneys are in your body, and then try looking into a bowl of water and try scrying. Or try doing something extra with water. Like if it's raining, command it to stop raining. Right? Me and my boy Buddy, we did this walking down the street. It was pouring outside. I tapped into the water element in my body, and I commanded it to stop raining. Me and my boy Buddy, we actually did that. Right? We actually did that. I commanded it to stop raining. That's part of the water element. You can actually do that. That's a little bit of the wind element too, the air element too, which we're going to get into next. In the next video. But when you have the water element, see, it's not so much about saying things and believing that something's possible. It's about understanding that everything that's on the outside is inside of you. And if you can control it and tap into it on the inside of you, you can tap into the force on the outside of you. That's how that shit works. So you can literally push love, that high vibration, into your kidney, and you can command rain to stop. That's a fact. You can also command rain to come. Right? I don't need to prove. I got videos of this shit. I can prove this shit. You can also command clouds to disappear. Water clouds. If it's clouds getting gray, you can command these gray clouds to disappear. I got evidence of that. I got proof of that. So I'm not telling you guys something I think that you can do. I'm telling you guys what's possible. Right? I don't talk about what I don't know. You're never gonna hear me talk about cars on here. I don't know shit about cars. I'm not a mechanic, engineer. I'm not one of those guys. I don't know about cars. I'm never going to talk about them. But I know metaphysics, and I don't think I know everything about metaphysics. But what I do know, I'm trying to share with you guys on the most basic level I can, so you guys can understand it. So if you guys want to deal with water, practice feeling love, right? Practice feeling love. Find out where your kidneys are in your body, and imagine pushing that. Close your eyes and smile, right? And take the energy of that smile, that love, push into the smile. And it's called smiling down. It's a technique in the fusion of the 5 elements. And you're going to take that energy of that love, and you're going to push it down into your kidney. And see how that feels. You're going to feel something when you do that. Push it down to your kidneys, and you can actually heal your kidneys this way. There's one way to heal your kidneys. You can push that down into your kidneys, and you can work with the water element. Right? Passion. You're going to push passion down into your heart. And you can work with the fire element. Right? Your stomach, your spleen is connected to the earth element. You're going to push peace. When you're at peace, when you don't have peace, what did they say? You feel butterflies in your stomach. You feel it in your stomach when you're not at peace, when you're nervous. Take that, or when you're worried, right? Take that peace and smile down and push it down into your stomach. or your spleen. The stomach is easier to find. Push it down into your stomach and allow it to transform, okay? So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I just want to get on here and really help you guys understand what the water element is. I could have went in a lot deeper, but the water elements is very hard to understand to the point where I may do a part 2 of the water element. Just the water element. This is a basic overall understanding of the water element. I'm giving you guys a key ingredient to tap into it, all right? I love you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. And until next time, family, peace.